Data security, it's certainly something every company should be thinking about, but are they taking the right approach? With me to talk about that is Christy Wyatt, who's the CEO of Good Technology. And Christy, thank you for being with us here.
No problem.
So let's talk about data security. If I'm a company out there and I've got all that data residing on that device, should I care about it?
Of course you should care about it. I mean, I think
do they care about it?
Well, that's a different question. I think the answer is you absolutely should. I think that data is the one irreplaceable asset within your business today, and we talked this morning a little bit about how can you value the data within your organization, but I think very few people would argue that having your data freely roaming around your competitors would be a good thing. But yet when you talk to a lot of customers, I mean, overwhelmingly a lot of them would say, I'm okay, I've turned on ActiveSync, I've got Exchange, it's all good, and so I don't think I need to necessarily add anything to the mix.
So why don't they take it more seriously when you consider how valuable that information really is?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. One would be just education. I think generally people feel like what possible data could be sitting in there, and again, there's a theory that if I just have enterprise email connectivity to the native client, that's probably sufficient and that's going to be okay. I think a second thing is the user, right? The user very much likes to have a very open user experience, and so if you try to make it too cumbersome for them to access data by inserting security, the user sort of starts to work against you. And so, again, some IT managers say, okay, I'm sure it's safe enough, I haven't had a big breach yet, so I think we're all right.
So part of the demonstration this morning was about, it's not that hard for somebody who really wants to get in if you give them an opportunity.
Yeah, and I don't think we were necessarily intending to frighten anyone, but really just to say it's really not that difficult, folks. And generally people think I don't have any valuable data. I'm not carrying the board package on, or I don't have the secret product specifications on my device, so what possibly would they do with my particular device? And I think part of our objective was really to show everybody has valuable data, even if it's just the physical conference rooms and locations in your building, or how your email configuration is set up for your corporate network. These are all things that if they fall into the wrong hands, just to help educate people about how they can use that data against you.
So how do you get that across to people then? And then on the other side of that, what solutions can you provide them that make it easier and help them sleep a little bit better at night?
Well, I think that moving the conversation away from the device to the data is an important first step, because so much conversation has happened over the past 12 to 18 months around device management, managing devices. Is it this device or that one? Which device should we be using? And our point has really been, the device is important. It's an important part of the puzzle, but really focus on the data, right? You can secure the data in a way that doesn't intrude in the user experience, doesn't violate any user privacy issues, and is actually incredibly elegant. And so, I think for the organizations that we go into, once we show them that there is a very seamless path forward, not just for the applications of ours they may want to use, but for any applications they're developing themselves, they can actually feel good about letting data flow freely to mobile devices, and not be worried about the risk. I should never say not be worried, but it's worry less about the risk. Minimize the
risk.
Just
tamp it down a little bit.
That's right.
Well, great. Well, thank you for being with us. We appreciate the insight on that.
Thank you for having us.